What's up? Hello, PC Monk here with another Bitcoin video. This video, we want to talk about Dixie first. Now, yesterday I've talked about Dixie. I've said we do have ascending triangle that will push it higher. It did. We thought, or I thought, it was more to the downside and this is gonna fail, but this did not fail, and we are essentially going to hit our new trend line, which is 106,313. As you guys could see, we are slowing down in here. And nonetheless, RSI is giving us a sell signal too, like this pattern right here. So what I think is going to happen, RSI, since the RSI is giving us a sell signal, and this is a 3 or 4 hour, most likely 4 hour, we could see here. I think we're going to come down to retest 104. If this comes down to retest 104, keep that in mind. We will have a surge in price, I think, because if Bitcoin were about to fail, then we should have just gone down yesterday with this move that Dixie had to the upside. But Dixie was moving to the upside. VIX was moving to the upside yesterday. Now it's decreasing in the volatility, but yesterday was moving to the upside. Even in even in Q1 was moving to the upside, and even SPX was moving to the upside yesterday. As you guys could see, this is the market, the 8-hour market. This is a 4-hour time frame. We could see that SPX went higher while Dixie was going higher. So what do we think? We think like Dixie is going to get stopped here and it's going to try to come down and test this level 104,232. We obviously tested 103, I think, multiple times, didn't we? We did not. We only tested it once, so we could test it and retest it, and we'll see. But initial guess or initial analysis shows that I think we're going to retest 104 pretty soon. Now, if we don't retest that and we spike up from 106, we will definitely see a leg down on all the New York market and probably Bitcoin as well, because it has a negative correlation to Dixie. Now, but I've shown you guys this pattern in here, and this is giving us a big sell signal. So we'll see if with this new premium zone on Dixie, if I put it on the daily, maybe with this new premium zone or this new extreme, as you guys could see on Dixie, we could see a pullback. Now, Dixie took out previous month's low. Well, not the previous, but it took out a big month high right here, and it's going higher. It's actually creating a new monthly high. That's interesting. Okay, so if it holds here, we'll see what happened to all the crypto and prices. But if it holds here, we could see I don't know, a big leg down. If it surged back down, then yeah, we could see a good leg up on Bitcoin and everything. Now let's take a look at the market first. Obviously, keep that in mind. Dixie is against a lot of indices. Okay, mostly SPX, and SPX has a lot of indices in itself too. So it's kind of hard to tell. But right now, Binance Bitcoin shows negative. OK shows negative, and Gate.io, BitGet, and CoinX, they all showing negative. Obviously, they don't have as much as liquidity as Binance, OKX, and Bybit. But well, these two big exchanges are negative. That shows a lot of sellers are pushing the price down right now. And well, that it's actually good for Bitcoin when sellers come in and Bitcoin wants to push higher. That's actually a good thing for Bitcoin. I'll talk about it why in a moment. As you guys can see right now, a lot of shorters are getting liquidated, but Bitcoin is at the 5th place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at the 6th place, and it's liquidating longers right now. So let's talk about the liquidity around the price that we are right now. So the liquidity to the downside is more than to the upside. That tells us right now there's still longs open. All right, a lot of longs are open, and Bitcoin might want to take some of them out. But keep in mind, when you take these out, you trigger a sell signal, or you trigger a sell in the market. Okay, and when you take these out, you trigger a buy in the market. As I said, I'll talk about it in a moment. But if you take a look at here, 20, let's just be a little bit realistic. Let's take a look at 25.9. As you guys could see, 2,800 million is lying around here, right? I'm sorry, 200 million, yeah. Not 2,800 million, 200 million. And to the upside is 500 million or 510 million, all right, which is around 26.8. So we could see that there's more liquidity to the upside to be taken out. There's less liquidity around here, but if you put it all the way to where the liquidity stops, which is 25.5, there's around 763 million to take out. So much more liquidity here. Keep that in mind. This indicator, whatever you want to call it, this doesn't show if there's a position closed, all right? It only shows the open position. So a lot of people around here could close their position already, and this does not go beyond or below 1 day, like 12 hours, things like that. I refreshed it, still the same, so we'll have to see. Now, this heat map, though, although this one goes to 12 hours, let me just refresh it for you, although I just opened it, but we could see that there's a lot of liquidity around this area, 26.8, 26.6, and there's some liquidity to be taken out at 26.1. I think we're going to take down the liquidity at 26.1, hold it there, make a new higher low, and then push it back up. And if that happens, then we are going to see a little bit more upside. Now let's jump into Bitcoin. Now, did we see all of this? First thing I want to talk about is the unfortunate, the unfortunate open interest. Open interest is giving us a sell signal with this triangle, this descending triangle. As you guys could see, I could just draw it for you like this. It doesn't really matter which high you get, it makes sense. So this is a descending triangle, as we could see, and they usually tend to go down. And we just encountered one of these before Bitcoin drops, as you guys could see right here. So these patterns, they play out, but not all the time. Now, yesterday, I've mentioned in my comments, both on TradingView and YouTube. Please, first of all, thank you all of you for the subscription on YouTube. Please follow me on YouTube too. I pinned the YouTube and TradingView. It really motivates me and makes me happy when I see more subscription on YouTube. I mean, I don't know, I'll appreciate if you guys just do that and follow me on YouTube as well. So yesterday, like I said, I posted that there's a descending wedge happening right here. I posted around here that if this holds, we could have a surge in price, and there we go. We do. Well, it wasn't a surge, but it's kind of holding it right now, right? So with this area, with our 26K, let's say 26K flat being our discount level or being the extreme level for the lows or the lower low, SMC price action. I'm just trying to give you guys all the words there. Anyway, so we could essentially retest this bullish structure, the beginning of it, which is around here. All right, so this is 26.1. We could come all the way to 26.1 thousand. Okay, so 26.1 or 26,100. That's it. And retest this area. Let me just put it horizontal. Let's put an horizontal ray. Here is our beautiful horizontal ray. We'll see if we hit this or not. I would say it's a good place to open a long. I opened a long yesterday here and I closed it around here. I thought we're gonna go lower around here. Yeah, around here. When I see this one, I was like, let's just close it here. I don't want to close it anywhere below. And I was actually going to sleep at that time. So I was like, yeah, enough is enough. I could have closed it here. I agree, but I didn't. Anyway, so now let's move on. So we could just essentially test this level, or we could hold this level. Don't forget that. We could hold 26.2 and go higher. That's a possibility too. We'll have to see how it reacts when it hits 26.2. So if 26.2 doesn't hold, I would say here, and if this doesn't hold, then I think I don't think we're gonna make it, triple bottom. I think we're just gonna go lower and go into our beloved uh, supply zone. I'm sorry, beloved, the discount zone on the higher time frame. Now, the discount zone on the higher time frame is around here. It's around 24.9, and I've talked about this, I think, in a very good length on my previous video, that what's happened if we hit here and what happened if we don't. So, yep, the target's still the same. And right now, Bitcoin is actually giving us some good sign of probably a momentum to the upside, but we haven't yet seen the momentum. We've just seen a spark in the moment, if that makes sense. And as you guys could see on the 4 hour, we still don't have much volume to the upside. Although the 1 hour, I think the 1 hour will show us some volume. right here and right here. But that's not enough, guys. We need like a big momentum candle to the upside. And I've talked about the upside. I'm just going to mention it again. So to the upside, we first have to break this premium zone, which is 26.7. I would say 26.8. Once we break 26.8, then we could see 27.3 become into place around this area, 27.5. Obviously, we have been taking down all of this liquidity around 27.5, right? So my guess is once we start to go up 26.8 and 27.5, anything between this range will not stop us if the momentum is good, and then we will hit 27.9, probably hold it here, and maybe get a pullback to 27.3 and then go higher. Right now I'm seeing more bullishness than bearish sign, although Dixie is a big sign that we might see a leg down if it holds or it goes higher. Keep that in mind. And with that being said, guys, the only thing I want to do is just draw a fib level. It's been some time that we didn't talk about any Fibonacci. Give me a second. Here's the Fibonacci levels. And keep in mind, guys, this is not a Fibonacci retracement. It's just a fit levels, all right? So from 0 to where I think we're gonna hit, which is 28K, and I want to talk about where we are right now, all right? So maybe I should lower it so at least we hit there we go. Yeah, much better. So with that being said, the low is at 27.9. 946. Let me check it with my trend line here. I didn't draw it here because this is already a lot messy. So it's essentially very close, I would say. That makes sense now. This is making sense. So what do we expect? We expect to hit this line, 0.0725. I expect that to Bitcoin to hit this and then pick it back up on the Fibonacci levels. Obviously, right now, if you take a look right now, all right, this is this looks like an engulfing candle and followed by another candle, a green candle, and then it gets denied in the equilibrium. The equilibrium is where both sellers and buyers are kind of 50-50, right? But it gets denied here with a doji, and then it follows by a couple of red candles from small to big. That tells us that the sell momentum is gaining strength. But right now it didn't yet break this structure here. All right, so once we break this, if we hold this, then that's it. We're not going lower than 26.2. But if we don't hold this, then we're probably going to see this. I mean, this range is a wick range. So we could just wick around here and then come back up. Keep in mind, London just probably started 1 hour ago, 1.5 hour ago. So we'll just give it a little bit more time before I make a decision. This is not a financial advice at all. So please keep that in mind. Now, and that's all, guys. I really don't have anything else to add. I've talked about it in my previous videos. Just to conclude, once again, this kind of looks a little bit bullish to me right now. All right. And even on the lower time frames, before I conclude, even on the lower time frames, we could see that there's more, at least until where my mouse is, there's more green than red, right? So let's come back to the higher time frame. What I think is we could just talk about the 4 hours since I was talking about the 4 hour over the video. So what we think is hold the 26.2, go to 26 point, break 26.8, break 27.5, go to 27.9. That's how it's going to play out. All right. So, and between those levels, we could see some pullback, or we could actually see a rejection at those levels and we come back. Break 26.2, hold 26.1, push it all the way back up to the same levels I've talked about. Break 26.1, will not hold 25.8, and will come back all the way down to 25.1. Break down to 25.1 will probably be a lower place, maybe 24.5, maybe 23.8. And that's it, guys. Hopefully you have a great day. Stay safe, stay green. As we always say, Mondays are fake moves that sometimes are the initiation or the ignition of today's move. We'll see if that's true. It was the initiation of a bull move or a leg up, or it was just a fake leg up, will be will be converted to a leg down. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay green, and I'll thank you guys for all the support, all the likes, all the thumbs up, all the boost, everything you do on the platforms. Please support me, it motivates me, and if you like the content, so support me so I make more, that's how it works, I think. And I really get motivated when you guys, do, or, things that help me uh, make more content. And please let me know what I can improve on my contents. Talk faster, talk slower. I don't know. You tell me. Thank you guys. Yeah.